Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Hollow Knight Silksong. Yes, it's finally here. I can't believe that we're actually going to see this game release this year in 2025.
The One Piece is real!
We recently just got the release date for this game. So for those that don't know, Hollow Knight Silksong has got to be one of the most highly anticipated games of the decade. Every time there's like a Nintendo Direct or Indie Direct, people have been begging to see any kind of update on this game. But what about Silksong makes it this highly anticipated game? Well, for one, the original Hollow Knight was one of the best Metroidvanias I personally have ever played. The world, the atmosphere, the music, all of it just comes together in this really nice package. It's also one of the most challenging platformer Metroidvania out there. Some of the boss fights in the original Hollow Knight really take a toll on you, and it takes a long time to get past some of them. And some of them, I believe, are straight up optional. Another reason this has been highly anticipated is how long this game has been in development. It's been about like 7 years, I want to say, since this game has been in development. Now, you would think with that large amount of time, there'd be something going on behind the scenes, something keeping the game from releasing. However, according to an article with the developers, that's not the case. Apparently, they're just having a good time and just kind of going at their own pace, developing this game. And as anticlimactic as that is, I honestly really appreciate their honesty, and I just love hearing that the development cycle went really smoothly for them. I'm so glad to hear that the development of Hollow Knight Silksong wasn't going through like a rough time, like some other indie games can go through. No, it turns out that things were going pretty smoothly, and they were just adding a lot of stuff, and they were just taking their time polishing this game to perfection, and it shows. There's been a demo available at Gamescom this year on the Nintendo Switch 2, and apparently it runs so smooth at 120 frames per second, which is amazing. I'm so glad to see that these indies are taking advantage of Nintendo Switch 2's power and going full on, giving the games like 120 frames. We're seeing this in other games like Mina the Hollower. I love seeing these games buttery smooth, and it sounds like Silksong is going to be one of those indie games. Now, for those that haven't played the original, I highly recommend doing so. Maybe after Silksong comes out, but even so, Hollow Knight goes on sale a lot, so I would definitely recommend picking that game up eventually. Just if you have any interest in platformers or Metroidvanias, it's honestly one of the best ones out there. And I would recommend getting it on a Nintendo Switch if you can. If not, that's fine too. Play it wherever you can. But for some reason, the handheld nature, playing indie games on the handheld, just feels great. And Hollow Knight, for me, when I played that on the original Nintendo Switch, it just felt great, and I was able to just breeze through the game. Not really breeze, I kept dying a lot, but breeze in terms of just like, I just got absorbed into this world. It's just such a fascinating world with all these different insect NPCs and all these different boss fights that really challenged you. Again, I can't stress it enough, one of the best Metroidvanias I've ever played. And that's why me and a lot of other people are so excited for this release. And the fact that Team Cherry, the developers behind Hollow Knight, were able to just straight up have an announcement of the release date, and people went crazy on the internet. People were finally saying like, yes, it's over. We can stop talking about this game and predicting that this game is going to be showing up on a Nintendo Direct or whatever. I'm kind of glad the developers chose to reveal the release date of this game themselves. It was kind of a cool moment of like, they got this. Like, they are so confident in this game. And honestly, with 7 years behind them, and with Hollow Knight, the original game, being as good as it is, I have full faith that this game is going to be amazing. I would be so shocked if it's not at least good, Team Cherry is one of those indie developers that I fully trust in making a really good game. And it's so funny talking about Hollow Knight Silksong because I feel like the whole internet has been talking about this game for so long, just wanting to play this game. And the fact that it's coming out soon, September 4th, mind you, that's crazy. I'm so glad they didn't shadow drop it, give it time to kind of build up the hype and all that. I'm actually really glad that they didn't shadow drop this. It gives me time to play other games and catch up on some other things. But you best believe that September 4th comes around, I'm going to be sucked into this game. Hollow Knight Silksong is one of those games I don't need to see more of the gameplay. I know essentially what it's going to be about, and it just seems like it's going to be a fantastic sequel to one of my favorite games of all time. And I am so excited. This became one of the most anticipated games of this year, and I didn't even think that this was actually going to come out this year. I thought it was actually going to come out next year, if that. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Are you excited for this release? Do you even know what Hollow Knight Silksong is? Do you even care? If you're able to find this video, I'm sure you've heard of Silksong, but if you haven't or you just don't really care about Metroidvanias, let me know in the comments below. Let me know your excitement. Let me know your concerns. And thank you all so much for watching. I'll see y'all next time. God bless.